Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good.
Why don't you just turn around?
What?
Less to worry about.
Денис, ты чё, там прям сидел? Этот... Вот это вот что ли делал?
This should punch through their armor.
Ты чё, этот что ли? Как там?
This should slow him down. Impressive.
Да забей вообще, я не знаю. Не знаю, почему ты страдаешь. Да, пожалеет, Гарус. Так. Синяя. Так, белая. Блин, я пропустил там, да? Я не знаю, блин. Я что-то не хочу вот если. Наверное. Я вот сейчас это... Второй матч пройду, до третьей начну играть. Он гораздо интереснее, чем этот Destiny.
Oh, crap. Two heavy mech incoming. Do you really think you can take...
Что-то прям больно. О, мне капец, да? Ё-моё! Ну это капец, это GG. Да ё, беги, господи, да что за бред, алло! Отец. Есть один. Есть. Отлично, молодец.
That's the last of them.
На третий, да, впервые. А что? Зачем тебе Fallout нужен?
Branch one.
Я не знаю, зачем тебе Fallout и нужны эти. Поиграй нормальную игру какую-нибудь, блин, сюжетную какую-нибудь, не знаю. Игр дофигища просто.
You were close, but not close enough.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
We're not here to ask favors, Hargan.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sedonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Is this information really worth all the trouble?
I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me! Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrett?
No, but Sedonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
I'm going.
Так Dragon Age поиграй. Она тоже...
Yeah, it's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered. It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. But I don't mind slowing you down a little. Maybe give Cecil the blood trail a follow.
Bastard!
You're getting off easy, Harkin.
What'd I ever do to you?
Sedonis better be there, or I'm coming back to finish the job.
О, вот так вот. Не буду останавливать. Он сказал, я все сделал. Уход во тьму. Денис, я не знаю, блин, столько игр дофигища просто вообще шедевральных.
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Don't waste your time on him. Let C-Sec deal with him now.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Thanks for helping me with this, Shepard.
I'd do the same if I were you.
I learned from the best. I need to set up. I can get a clear shot from over there.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. You'll be here soon. Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. There he is. Wave him over and keep him talking.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
This won't take long at all.
You one of Harkin's men? I don't remember seeing you before.
That's it. Just keep him talking a few more seconds.
I was told Harkin was one of the best. This better not happen again.
Oh, it won't. Don't worry.
What? Shit.
Betrayal repaid, Sidonis.
Изи просто вообще. Чисто. Чистота это.
That was easy enough.
Clean and simple. Good work.
Thanks for helping me, Shepard. Let's get moving. I need to get away from this place.
Right with you.
Отлично. Есть сделано. Так, мне надо Дэйна взять теперь. Так, давай вообще.
CSEC appears to be investigating the death of Sidonis, Shepard. They currently have no leads.
What a shame.
Also, according to CSEC, a drill recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Это потом, может. Так, давай. День. Нет, стой. Давай. Так, у меня Миранда осталась. Хотя... Ну ладно. Так, и куда? А, надо Бэйн.
CSEC appears to be investigating the death of Sidonis, Shepard. They currently have no leads.
What a shame.
Also, according to CSEC, a DREL recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know CSEC too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Yes?
It looks like most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up. Of course, they fixed that first. All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other 4 are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't a Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the Council's rulebook.
CSEC has changed.
SBC изменилось.
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
My associate is trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever's available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the Keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal.
Темная
You should
звезда
pick up a
наверху.
copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
We're gonna stop him before that happens, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Thank you, Shepard.
Все изично. Так, наверх надо, да? Куда-то мне. Так, Гарус, ты где вчера был? Я тут стримил, а ты это вот. Так, темная звезда. Ага, то есть идем так, потом сюда. Хотя вроде сюда вроде, да? Ну, вчера я стримил. Тебя не было. Все просто. Так, может, ты знаешь что-то?
What'll it be?
Hear about anything interesting going on around here?
Serve drinks. If you want to know what's going on, check the news. I don't know why humans always ask me that.
I'm done for now.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Что-то я не помню. Найдите мышь на верхнем уровне рядом с темной звездой.
The prison ship Purgatory has been destroyed following an apparent riot. Security ships are en route to the area to retrieve prisoners and guards from life pods.
Да. Куда идти?
You know what's good?
Вот этот что ли?
Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You mouse?
What are you? Oh shit, Krios. I thought you were retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
We need you to answer some questions.
The people I work for... Look, I can't answer questions for just anybody.
But you can for me. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for...
We don't have time for this.
God, Thane, help me.
Help me, Mouse. My son is out there, in the dark.
That's why I carried for him. I thought you'd want me to. Please.
Explain.
He came in, said he was looking for work. He had a hollow of me, the one you took, Krios. I put the word out. Use your old contacts. Elias wanted to hire him. Elias Kellum.
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard... Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
You're gonna stop making them, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got it. Totally with you on that one. Considered them gone.
Tell me about Kelly.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
I didn't want to do that, Mouse. We just don't have much time.
Just go away, man.
Mouse, I'm sorry too.
Just go.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to Bailey.
Так, чё, Бэйли, пошли. Да, расстроил. Это Гарс, ты же не играешь, приходится мне играть. За всех.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
Will you still help us?
I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
Так, там вроде можно, типа, отыгрывать, типа, роль. Типа, хороший, плохой коп, все такое, вроде как.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI sent to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
You talk to him. Appeal to his self-interest. I'll put the screws to him if he needs it.
Very well. I'll pretend to be on his side. But if we waste too much time negotiating, Bailey won't be able to stall Kellum's advocate.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. The hell are you two?
Bailey has nothing to do with this. We just want a few answers. Off the record.
Off the record in a CSEC interrogation room? Sure.
You hired an assassin. Who do you want dead?
I want to see my advocate.
Your advocate hasn't arrived. We're trying to find him.
I'm not saying a damn word until he's here. You two are in way over your heads.
Pay attention, Mr. Kellum.
That wasn't a good idea, kid. That is gonna cost you.
Control your temper. We want him to talk. Sorry. My associate gets a little excited during interrogations.
Hit me again, asshole. Every punch is another
Works for me.
No! Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to...
I'm done being patient. Give me a name or I'll cut your balls off and sell them to a Krogan.
JerrM! JerrM to lead. Dorian in the 800 blocks.
He's unconscious. No need to wake him up, I think.
He'll wake up with a headache. No permanent damage. We have Kolyat's target. Let's get to lead before he does.
Agreed.
Уговорили.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named JerrM to lead. You know him?
JerrM? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
We need to stop this assassination. Can you get us to the 800 blocks?
Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Да не знаю, ты Гарус, игр много, что ты там прошел бы, не знаю, там Майнкрафт, что ли. Мама, я Майнкрафт играю, как-нибудь такое.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. I'm on Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
Прикольный момент такой, да? Связной. Блин, вообще прикольный момент.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
Ha! Thanks. Just remember, it's not all about the humans. They couldn't have gained this much power without the Council's support. Taking back our ward is open.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
I'm following. Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Kolyat?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far. Do you have the target? Target in sight.
Хранители вон тут сидят.
Can you give me an update? Stay close, Shepard. What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
What?
Stay with him. No problem so far. Stay on him, Shepard. Target in sight.
Hey, who are you?
I don't have time for this. I've got him.
No sign of trouble.
Kolyat!
Hey,
I saw him.
he's heading to Khalid's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up. Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
Khalid, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I will.
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father doesn't have much time left, Kolyat. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
I came to grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother... They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
You're doing him a favor, Bailey. Thanks.
Yeah, well, send me a Christmas card or something. I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
Вот так вот. Это Гарус. Все, в общем. Стало с Мирандой. С Мирандой все плохо. Ну и ладно. В общем, теперь надо в совет. Да. А, у нас еще Касуми осталось. Точно. Касуми.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a drill. We never caught him.
Bad people make a lot of enemies. It could have been anyone.
No, it had to be one hell of an assassin. The best, maybe.
How'd it go?
Our problems they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
The kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
Изичный просто. Касуми, ну что надо Касуми помогать теперь и лететь, а потом уже сюда. Да подожди ты с Легионом, потом Легион будет. Касуми надо помочь. Слушай, это кажется, это эти вот подписывать стримы, что именно там ты типа делаешь.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Не знаю, там помогаю там тому-то. Или как, пусть так будет. 50-й запуск, если такое. Ну, то есть это дописывать, что типа сегодня, ну, то есть вообще, то есть когда типа стрим вот это вот заканчиваешь, там подписывать там, что именно примерно делал.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Kenneth, do you think we'll make it through this?
Of course we will, Gabby.
I mean, as long as we take down the collectors, it's all worth it. Even if we don't make it.
Don't even think that. We'll make it through.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like, what did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't all have been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld and our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
I appreciate the thought, Tally, and I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Well, not that I know, but I didn't mean it like that. It's a, wow, it's really hot in here. It's just that the tradition also signifies a willingness for, intimacy. I wasn't trying to... It's not always like that. It's more, how did we even end up talking about this?
You have nothing to be embarrassed about, Tally. I feel the same way about you.
Really? I didn't know. You never... Well, good. Anyway, I should get back to work. But thanks for coming by and talking.
Пошло дело. Так. Джек из Фини, потом когда-нибудь зайду. Так, кстати, там еще надо с кем-то поговорить. Грант. Так, а там кто у нас?
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic. Can't say I blame Taylor's pop. A man does what he has to do to survive. Ran up against a Batarian camp, not too different from that one. Job was to erase the whole thing from the map. Men, women, and the man in charge. Learned that day that despots are cowards. You show them you're in charge, not them, and they cry like little girls.
Денис, ты про что? Про кого? Рыбок, что ли? Ты про... Да не покупал я рыбок.
Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a hand ass since. I should let you go.
Так, ясно. В общем, мне надо, в общем, с Самарой поговорить, потом с Тейном. Рыбки, да, рыбки. Они живут везде. Так, а насчет отца-то что там? Хотя на Миранде помог, а почему? Окей, пофигу, на Миранду в общем. Давайте. Слушай, это Гарус. А знаешь, что заметил? В общем, я же первую часть не проходил. То есть, когда я Самаре помогал, да, с дочерью, там же можно было, типа, выбрать. Кого выбрать? Самару или эту? Как ее там уже забыли? Как это называли-то, я уже забыл. В общем, у меня этого выбора вообще не было. Прикольно. Я такой, что? Еще насчет тут это Тали было тоже, когда я на флот прилетел. То есть у меня не было выбора хорошего ответа и плохого ответа. Тоже забавно. О, точно, надо к этому же зайти. Гарусу точно, я же помню. Точно, я же...
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Да.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sedona's. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly? The Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
Уговорили. Денис, я уже как бы вот это вот...
Rupert, there's something different with tonight's meal. Seems like you put in more food and less ass.
Yeah, keep talking.
Так, блин, Миранда, алло.
I have work to do, Commander. Go chat with your friend Jack if you want small talk.
Pout if you like.
I don't pout.
Ой, все, иди. Так. Надо с Тейном поговорить с Касуми. Где Касуми? Тейн.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
We need to have the best equipment possible.
I've already upgraded the Normandy's exploration probes. I have no additional suggestions.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
What made you decide to become an assassin?
I was asked to become one. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who'd train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes? When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... a laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Вот так вот. Все интересно так. Так, если что ты скажешь.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Так, что ты скажешь?
Don't laugh. I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. KG used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium, artifacts from Earth going on tour, very high security. KG dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met KG that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Попьем. Так, что еще?
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Ясно, понятно. О, картина.
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Ясно, понятно. Так, ну что, надо помочь. Даже не знаю. Косуми помогать, что ли? Если там возможно будет, то опять сейчас на миссию отправят.
Commander.
Так,
That's
ясно.
it for now. See you, Commander.
В общем, ясно, понятно. Хотели, в общем, Косуми помогать, что ли?
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
My female intuition says she wants to be more than just good friends.
I always felt there might have been some chemistry there.
There is. It's in her body language. How she turns to you when you enter the room. How she watches your every move. Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Так, полетели вообще. Так, помочь сумиться. Вон оно что. Блин, ну ладно. Так, пропустим. Так, сейчас я найду, попить возьму. Так, умеем. Так, и кого возьмем? Самару возьмем. Давай вот это я возьму. Так. Повреждает нервную систему. Органические цели. А там у нас что будет? Там у нас эти синтетики, да, там роботы. Вот так и сделаем. А там можно в синий цвет покрасить броню? Типа покрасить, как в третьей части. Так, а куда там летит-то хоть? Так. Блин, то есть это надо все-таки куда-то в другое место лететь. Чё? Почему я туда на цитадель тогда показывал? Там, какая там туманность сейчас? Мана змеи какая-то там. Туманность, так, поле, туман, змея. Мана, змея. А, блин. Ладно.
Probe away.
Так, 60 что-то. Население 5 миллионов. Период 4 зимы, радиус, продолжительность суток 21 час. Полетели.
You clean up well, Mr. Solomon Gunn. Hawk won't know what hit him.
I assume Solomon Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hawk respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hawk's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his gray box. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
I take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason.
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hawk is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hawk's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back KG's gray box. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Mr. Gunn.
Just one moment, sir. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem here?
No, Mr. Huck. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Huck.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Solomon Gunn.
And I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extranet is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Mr. Gunn, with my apologies. But I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong.
Сейчас я подойду.
We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
Сейчас я микро выключу. тут. Так, ну что делаем?
How did you ever contain that situation on Olive?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Some say...
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what...
Mr. Gunn.
We need to case the vault, Gunn. You can chat up Hawk later.
Так.
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Ну, в принципе, он пропал. Помню, тут что-то было.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. If we could tap into the guard's communications, I could probably use...
I hear Mr. Hawk's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it. Say, what's that over there?
Hawk's bedroom, I believe.
Wow, who's his architect? This is a very impressive place.
Or a very large one, at least.
Какой вниз спустился.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier, DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hawk for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hawk's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. KG could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
Так, найти Донкахорка. Пошли поговорим сначала, да, там с ним.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Так, подожди, мне надо поговорить с ним.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Mr. Gunn, hope you're having a good time. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hawk's home?
Gunn, in our line of work, we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Mr. Gunn.
Once we find the password, we can get past the voice scanner. Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go. Ready when you are.
Нет, я знаю, куда идти.
Get ready. You can't be back here.
Over there!
Перуджа. Ясно?
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. Now, I just take the voice sample we got from Hawk and... got it. Now we can crack that voice scanner.
Ноги косолапят. Немного. Слабая. Че это? Что это с ней происходит? С кем-то разговаривать, с этой с призраком.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Don't touch that. Without Hawk's DNA, you'll set off every alarm in the building.
Password required.
Perugia.
Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Так, надо теперь куда-то.
Mr. Hawk's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hawk's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in.
Enjoy the party.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
It's clean.
It's a plant. Found a sample?
No, a credit chit.
Один кредит.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. We're going to need more than this for the scanner, though. No DNA, but... Looks like Hawk's been trying to crack KG's gray box. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet. Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source.
Good morning. Time to wake up.
Sorry. No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough.
Музыка прикольная.
We can probably get Hawk's DNA off the data pad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
Денежки взяли.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
Так, ну вроде да, все, тут больше такого ничего нет. В принципе, пошли. Все чисто, все быстро и профессионально.
DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hawk. Welcome, Mr. Hawk.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Блин. Первый этот.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
Нет. Все изично.
That got it. The barrier's down. I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed. So this is Hawk's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the gray box. It's not far. Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door? Hawk has good taste. I'll give him that. Ugh. Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone.
Тут, насколько я знаю, есть из Dragon Age, да?
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Paladin. For good reason, I say. I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
Вот этот вроде, да?
Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley. This is nice. Oddly relaxing.
Я даже не знаю откуда.
The model of the Cara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it.
Да, паник нифига себе. Скоро встретим его.
How did Hawk get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hawk! That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though. This looks like Quarian script. Wow. This has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone? Creepy. Creepy.
Слушай, это... Типа Ктулху, или как там это называется?
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Скажешь.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy.
Вроде это вообще топовый, да? Оружие топовое.
This looks interesting.
Цикада, да-да-да, ППшка вообще огонь какая-то.
Oh my god. There it is.
Don't bother, Miss Goldor. It's code-locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open, but you're still going to die.
No! Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Kill them!
Up ahead! Going. Go.
My shields are down.
Over there!
Drone! Watch out! Down you go. Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
Да нормально биотика, и он. Эту штуку просто тут подкидываешь, да и все нафиг. И биотика не нужна тебе. Она у меня откатывается быстро, пойдет. Ну ППшку надо будет взять, вроде она хорошая. Сколько я помню. Вроде она одна из топ, что ли. А, там у меня... Там же этот будет, да? Самолет. Давай возьмем тогда... Давай возьмем. Блин, То есть мне не надеть, да, вот этот... Блин, ну цикада вроде вообще хорошая такая ППшка. А? Что-то не сидит. В стеночку. Да, я Тагарус не играет. Спит.
Damn it! We have to find another way. What a mess.
Что-то тут прям полно этих штук.
Sweet!
как это они летают? На какую оценку? Какую дадите оценку полетам? Опа, нацельничек мне нужен, кстати. Нацельничек-то нужен.
These are full of fuel. There's easily enough to blast through the wall. It'll take heavier weapons than that to blow those tanks. That got it.
What the hell are you people doing down there?
On our right.
Kill Solomon's gun. Bring the girl to me.
Hear that? He wants her alive.
All clear.
Да. Ничего нету, что ли? Блин, а я хотел что-то взять.
Mind over matter.
I'll take it.
Так, сюда.
Keep them busy. I'll take care of this myself.
Grabbing cover.
Look straight ahead. Cloaking. Check your screens.
Taking heavy fire.
Going dark.
Орут. О, прикольно. Так, денежки. Много денежка. Ой, сейчас же что-то будет интересно. Это самолеты, вертолеты.
Could have done this the easy way, Gold.
Allow me to show you the hard way.
Damn it. We've got company. Going dark. Can't do that right now. They're to our left.
Lay down your weapons.
Down you go. Up ahead. Gunship's back. And with full shields. If I can get to the ship, I can take down the shield.
What did you tell your friend, Kasumi? You're doing this for love?
Up ahead. after the gunship. Take out these guards. Here we go. Apart. They're coming from the front. They're coming from the front. Now you see me.
Careful, men. What the keeper, pretty face intact.
Going dark. That had to hurt. Up ahead.
Just for my shield.
Изично, просто изично, да? Это Гарус, наверное, спотел весь.
Kasumi, if you're seeing this, it's because I'm dead. The information we found is all here. It's big, Kasumi. If the Council ever got wind of this, the Alliance could be implicated. Kasumi, I encrypted the information to keep it safe. And I uploaded the encryption key to your gray box, so no one could get the whole package. But if I'm dead, And if anyone knows about this, then I've made you a target, my love. I'm so sorry.
Keiji.
I know you, Kasumi. You'll want to keep these memories forever. But you don't need some neural implant to know I'll always be with you. Please, Kasumi, destroy these files. There's nothing more I can do to protect you.
I can't do that. This is all that's left.
Goodbye, Kasumi. I love you.
If it's that important to you, keep it. Just make sure you're ready to live with the consequences.
Yeah, I am. I'll stay off the grid. No one will know I exist. I think I want this. Thanks, Shepard.
Вот так вот. Это Гарус. Все. Всем прошли. Все прошли. Ломай, круши, уничтожай. Так. Че, едем, в общем, теперь Цитадель. Совет. Надо там. Потом полетим за... В общем, я не знаю, куда потом полетим. В принципе, к Лиаре полетим после Цитадели. Топовое DLC проходить. Это вчера друг приходил, насчет PlayStation спрашивал, типа покупать, не покупать. Говорю, возьми 4-ю или 3-ю, поиграй, да потом это посмотришь. Вот я ему 4-ю дам. Все на этом. Возьмем. В общем, остался один человек, то есть даже не человек. А там, чем мы там пару часов поиграли, да и все. был, ты просто тебя не было. Я же говорю, тебя не было. Никого вчера не было.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
Counselor Udina isn't available, but as his top advisor, I speak with his full authority and approval. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander, we were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You are being manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. If Counselor Udina were here, he wouldn't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Да ладно, пофигу, пусть будет.
That went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard, what are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You went to the Council behind my back. Do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you still had no right to do this without my knowledge. Maybe it's time the Alliance found me a new advisor.
Anderson took an impossible situation and turned it into a win for both sides.
You can say you knew all along, or you can explain to the Alliance how you want to replace me for doing your job.
You don't leave me much choice, but I know this game. I'll tell the other counselors I'm on board.
So long, Counselor. Maybe we'll meet again sometime.
I think it would be best if I kept my distance. Strictly for appearances, of course.
What an ass. As bad as Udina was before, he's 10 times worse now that he's part of the Council. Better him than me, though. And he's done a good job promoting Alliance interests with the Citadel.
You haven't forgotten how you got here. The rest of them, they're buried in procedure.
Some of that is necessary. This place, the scale of it, doesn't hit you even when you're standing in it. But crack the files on interspecies relations, there's no end. We don't need an outside threat, Shepard. The balance here seems like it's fragile enough.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Ashley Williams was on Horizon. She said she was looking into Cerberus.
I know. I approved the mission. We had to find out if they were behind the missing colonists. I couldn't tell anyone without compromising the investigation. I'm sorry.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Working for Udina isn't how I planned to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Yes.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Да, все нормально. Да, это кажется. Все выживут. Корабль улучшен. Все улучшено. В принципе. Все есть.
Foundation is likely to close by the end of this fiscal year. The Foundation never recovered from a deadly attack by biotic extremists on one of its medical centers 2 years ago.
Так. Что у меня сейчас? Я предлагаю идти вот за серым посред. Тут дополнение сейчас будет. Так, надо со всеми, наверное, поговорить сейчас.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Кстати, у меня там надо поулучшать всякое оружие, броню, все такое. А то я там насобирал уже всяких штук. Кстати, у меня уже скачалась Mass Effect 3, так что... Только я не знаю, на сколько часов она, потому что я ее не покупал. Бог знает, что там.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it can taste like mighty fine ass.
Да нет, почему? Ты играю, как бы, чтобы в курсе. Это вот.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about the last time we talked. I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
You've never been selfish. If anything, you spent too much time thinking of the fleet and not enough thinking of yourself.
That might be true for humans, but Quarians are different. We can't just... We have to think of other people, always. If we don't think about the needs of the whole crew, people could get hurt. Maybe even killed. You deserve to be happy with someone. I can't do that. No matter how much I could get sick, jeopardize the mission.
Tally, if you're scared, I don't blame you. But I don't want anyone else. I want you. And I'll do whatever I have to make this work.
I wouldn't blame you if, but... Oh, thank you. You don't know what that... Thank you. Give me a little time. I'll do some research, figure out how to make this work.
What can you do? Can I help?
There are a few ways to temporarily improve my immune system. Immunoboosters, antibiotic injections, that kind of thing. I'll spare you the details. But trust me, I've got plenty of motivation to figure something out.
Whenever you figured it out, I'll be here for you.
I'll let you know. I promise. Until then, I should, you know, do something. Repairs for the mission.
Опа-на. Так. В принципе, дело пошло. Блин, я там хотел говорить.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's why they send you. In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the blood pack. Put a sour note on the relationship. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Истории. Так, там Грант, в принципе. Так, Самара. Тагарус, когда будет игра года? Да, ты застримишь игру года. Не знаю. У тебя какая игра года? Игра тысячных годов. За последние 2019 лет. Какая у тебя игра?
Do you have any suggestions about
I have
using
done what I can to increase our exploration capabilities. Anything beyond that is up to you.
I wanted to check in.
I am always happy to talk with you.
I'm interested in hearing more about Asari Justicars.
We hold a unique place in Asari culture. Justicars are from another era. Young Asari grow up watching vids about our adventures. Pure fiction, of course. Some Asari are uncomfortable with us, but so few Justicars exist that most have never met one.
There are only a few Justicars?
Few Asari wish to make the sacrifices necessary to become one of us, and the training has a high casualty rate. It is a life of constant danger. Throughout the entire galaxy, there are only a handful of us at any time.
This code of the Justicar seems central to your life.
It is 5,000 sutras and covers every situation one can encounter. I have memorized every word. There is only the code.
Sometimes justice calls for mercy.
It does not exist to bring about spiritual enlightenment. Its purpose is to punish the wicked and protect the innocent.
The Asari I've spoken to seem conflicted about Justicars.
In this age, people see shades of gray everywhere. The code of the Justicar is black and white. I might seem a hero to many, but I would kill all of them if I had to.
What role do you think Justicars have in Asari society?
I would say that the closest human equivalent is a knight-errant in your medieval lore. Perhaps mixed with a bit of samurai.
What does your code say about killing?
I am compelled to kill the wicked. If a Justicar is involved, peaceful solutions are long past.
Does the code forbid romantic involvement?
It does not. However, I would never be interested in such. That part of my life is well behind me.
You could meet someone who reawakens those desires.
I am nearly 1,000 years old. I know myself and my desires. But your curiosity is quite welcome.
You know about knights errant and samurai?
When I knew I must leave Asari space again, I studied the history and morals of new species. When I was a maiden wandering the galaxy, humans had not yet arrived.
What did your studies tell you about us?
You are more individualistic than any other species I have encountered. If 3 humans are in a room, there will be 6 opinions. I like your species. I am curious to see what you will do.
I should go.
Вот так вот. Пошибал. Пошибал.
I'm glad we spoke.
Пошибал. Там все сидят.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Your body doesn't make the decision to shoot, your mind does. You make the choice to kill.
When someone aims a gun at you, you pull your trigger. You don't think. It's reflex. Any combat training conditions the body's reflexes. My training was very thorough. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel and accept that it is not always under our control.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
Ah, that time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations.
Ah, that time. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
I haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
Так, ясно, понятно. До свидания. Так, что скажешь?
Hey, got a minute? Tally is so cute. You're all she talks about in that sweet rainbows and butterflies kind of way. She loves you, Shepard. Be good to her. I really appreciate your help with the Hawk heist. I've been going through Keiichi's gray box. It's so nice to have him back, even in that form. I miss him. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Так, что тут еще есть? В принципе, ясно, понятно. Ладно, все. Так, надо с Гарсом, наверное, поговорить. Так, Миранда. В общем.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use. Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the
Ясно, все.
I'll be here if you need me.
Все ясно, калибрую, в общем. Бровчик. Так, ладно, в общем, попозже я Джек зайду. Так, полетели, в общем, чё? К Яре. Это Гарус, ты готов к дополнению? А зря. Ясно, это в общем это вот полетели к Азарячу. Яре. Так. Возьмем это далее и Гаруса, что ли. Он все молчал тут все время. Может, Дали что-то скажет там. Яра, фиг его знает.
Excuse me, my sources indicate you were in a warehouse recently. Did you by any chance forward a questionable shipping note to a Mr. Thax?
It looked suspicious, so I passed it on.
I'm a representative for Mr. Thax. He's very grateful to you. Please accept this as a gift for bringing the shipping irregularities to his attention.
What happens to the shipping agent who was cheating Thax?
That depends on how sincere her apology is, and how willing she is to correct her mistake.
Do you want help finding the person who cheated Thax?
Thank you, but that won't be necessary. Mr. Thax will be making a series of polite calls. Hopefully a confrontation will not be required.
It was my pleasure.
Have a pleasant day.
Что-то я там вот это вот, ну ладно.
Shorting prefabs? Very few Quarians ever set foot here. Ilium doesn't allow the flotilla to approach beyond a certain distance. This is the greatest planet in the galaxy for those who can afford it, and they work hard to keep the Quarian fleet away.
Интересно. Все раскупил. Так, кстати, мне надо что-то там кому-то отдать, да, вроде как. Пошли походим-то. Может, кому-нибудь там что-то надо будет отдать. Где-то кому-то. Уже не помню, где что тут.
So then he says, oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
Welcome back, babe. Can I get you anything? Sorry, no sex. Just cleaned the bar.
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she put the old commando leathers on for special nights for Dad.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
Just looking around.
Pleasure as always.
Что-то не сохранилось. Ладно. Никому, короче. Некому ничего дать. Там есть один славянец, может ему что-то отдать надо. Что туда сходим.
I need minimal heat increase and speed.
Так, что, можно отдать ему что-то?
Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Нет, ему нельзя отдать. Странно. Хотя я что-то там забирал. Блин, а какие надо взломать? Я что-то вообще хожу, но... Где надо что взломать, фиг его знает.
Another difficult development for human expansion as the colony on Horizon has been attacked. The council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic
Sometimes you say these things, and I don't know. Maybe it's because you had a Batarian father.
Wow,
Wow, you're pulling that on me? My father was an excellent caretaker. And you're... The word you're looking for is pure blood.
Эти больше не работают.
It's just... We're looking for weapons. Shouldn't you be taking this seriously? Her first mate. Your father? He got her things when he traveled.
Непонятно, в общем.
It's not a competition.
Какие именно взломать, что взломать. Слушай, может надо...
Okay, listen, give Thax a full refund. Do you hear me? He knows. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now.
Похоже, значит, это что-то я не забрал где-то. Что поделать?
Hey, we're friends. I have never called you that. No, but you're thinking about it.
А может, здесь что-то надо?
Yeah, I had to deal with a ring.
Тоже не работает.
What do you expect? She's a pure blood. They're all like that.
Блин, странная вещь, в общем.
You know, Irin,
Непонятно вообще.
Customers. It's like she's turned pure blood into her religion. I didn't mean. Okay, look, I'll take another look at the contract. Maybe it needs to be reclassified.
Forget it. Do whatever you. The first-hand Spectre would play by the rules. This one has forgotten whether its heat sink is over. Wonders whether the criminal scum considers itself fortunate. They were wrong. This one doesn't have time for your solid waste excretions. He's got a lover in every port and a gun in every tentacle. Kindle this. The vigilant distinct available for extranet purchase this fall from Ilium Energy.
Welcome back. Just so you know, your discount is still good, and I'll let you know about any special items that might hold your interest.
I'll have a look around.
Ну, в общем. Запуска.
The scandal rock story of Nasana Dantius has come to a tragic end as the business.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
Making many enemies during her climb to power. Stocks in Dantius's corporation have risen as a result of the news, with hope for more stable times for the troubled company.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Who's Farron?
He was a friend. He helped me recover your body from the Shadow Broker.
Why did the Shadow Broker want my corpse?
He was going to sell you to the collectors, but Farron and I stopped him. Farron sacrificed himself to save me.
So you rescued me. Then how did I end up with Cerberus?
Well, they gave me intel to help recover you. They actually put Farron with me in the first place. After I got out, I gave you to them. They said they could bring you back.
It's good to have a better picture of what's going on. So what's our next move?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
Так. Прикольно. Ладно, поехали, в общем. Такси, это надо туда опять бежать, да? Обратно.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
Okay, listen, give Thax a full refund. Do you hear me? He knows. I don't know how. It doesn't matter. Credit him a full refund now. And then get the
Seal off those trace samples and get them back to the lab.
We got multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now.
Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, sir.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard your status was reinstated. Good. You're one of our most famous operatives. Might even get you to sign my chest plate. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker? Dangerous enemy to have.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at Tassoni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like Tassoni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Ilium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew Tassoni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
Броня 7.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either. The rifle used to do that wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
Что там стоит, алло? Стоят.
Yeah, that's not the Asari homeworld. I'm not sure what planet that is.
It's Ilos.
Don't worry, Commander. We'll find her. A doctorate from the University of Ceres, Aldesia. She's getting good use out of all that education. The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find. Those things must be worth a fortune.
Вон, это Гарус, рыбки плавают. Дениса нету, чтобы их ловить, так что...
She was certainly into ugly.
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sagat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Barrier Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say, though, to Sony, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sagat. I'll see you in a few hours.
This must be important. The Shadow Broker's people already tried to kill her once.
I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
The Barrier Frontiers offices are located on the 3rd floor. I don't hear police chatter. We must have missed the party.
Liara's in there!
They just took out 3 floors to make sure she's dead. I'll grab this guy car and seal off the building from the top.
I'll start down here and work my way up.
Just leave some for me.
No more targets. What's happening?
What happened?
The blast knocked me off my feet.
Someone please help.
Help me. Who are you? What's going on?
Так, Гарус, возьми это.
You got it.
Бария Ирис. Пойдем.
Serving industry for over 120 years, the Dracon Trade Center takes pride in being the home to Ilium's corporate elite.
Barrier Frontier employee. Looks like he got caught in the explosion.
I wouldn't take any bets onto Sony's informant surviving that blast.
Are serving you better.
Так, а тут что?
Vasir, the elevators are out and building security is down.
No alarms, no police. Very professional.
Casualty here. Looks like he's got bullet wounds. Watch yourself, Vasir. They used military-grade hardware.
Bullet wounds. Guess this was more than just an explosion.
Так, денежки. Так, воруем.
think we got them all.
Так, о, нулевой.
Excellent shipping is the leading
Элемент
industry authority on resource logistics and management. We are committed to providing clients with secure, affordable.
Ясно, понятно.
Vizier, I found a military-grade explosive device. It hasn't been armed.
Sloppy work. You use that kind of hardware when you don't have time to plan.
Vizier, I'm at the Barrier Frontier's office. Liara signed in just a few minutes ago.
Understood, Commander.
Welcome to Barrier Frontiers. Let us be your guide to limitless possibilities. Exploration.
Look out!
Financial growth. Universe without limits.
Vizier, I'm pinned down. Work. And they're
targeted.
Say hello to the Shadow Broker's private army, Commander.
Пам-пам-пам-пам. Так, чё, куда там чё? Терминал там где-то есть. Пусть они там увоюют, и я тут. Приди ты. Денежки нужны. Хоть где-то денежки, да? Гарус, что скажешь?
This should slow him down.
Trouble. Got one. Great shooting.
Concussive shot ready.
Get
Firing a high impact shot.
Да, денежки взял. В принципе, можно дальше идти. Грабить.
These damaged pipes are on fire. They're blocking the stairs.
Look for a switch to activate the fire suppressant systems.
Got it. Should be clear now.
Good. I'm on my way down.
This should slow him down.
This is valuable.
Блин, надо улучшать уже все там.
Looks like we're clear.
Damn it. If I'd have been a few seconds faster, I could have stopped them.
Is this Saket?
Must have been.
No sign of that data Liara talked about. Looks like a dead end.
Speaking of which, did you find your friend's body?
You mean this body?
Liara. Something I should know?
This is the woman who tried to kill me.
You've had a rough day, so I'll let that slide. Why don't you put that gun down?
I saw you. I doubled back after I left. I watched you break into my apartment.
So what? You were just using me to find the message?
Nothing personal, Shepard. Just needed a little help tracking down Liara.
Once she had my location, she signaled the Shadow Broker's forces. They bombed the building to take me out. She found Saket, took his data, and killed him. I'm guessing she's still got the disc on her.
Good guess. Not that you'll ever see what's on it. You pure blood bitch!
Алло, больно же. Один улетел, второй улетел. Норм все.
Got you.
Так, ну тут ничего нет, вроде мы тут были, да? Бежим, в общем, по заданию. Тут уже, наверное, ничего нельзя собрать.
Got hostile drone.
What? Combat drone ready.
Ну, смотри, идут, идут, идут. Так, все, да? Загрузка идет. О, сейчас же это, на машинах кататься.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Блин, конечно, надо было гару собрать, но в принципе пан поет. Будет интересно. Если уже 8 часов.
There she is. Hang a right. No, wait, left.
I'm on her.
Hang a left. She's around the corner. We're not going into the construction site, are? Oh, goddess. I'm not letting her escape with that data. Go, 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 go!
I'm going!
Traffic! Oncoming traffic!
We'll be fine.
She's dropping proximity charges.
I noticed.
Что?
She's got reinforcements!
What kind of guns does this thing have?
It's a taxi. It has a fare meter.
Wonderful.
Truck!
I know.
Truck!
I know. There we go.
You're enjoying this.
Да сейчас геймпад улетит просто в небо.
Yeah, I hear those can be bad for you.
Truck!
Again?
Watch out.
Такси вызывали. Это Карс, хочешь, чтобы так тебе такси приезжало? Вызываешь, и просто она прилетает. На балкон. Таксисты входят, такси вызывали. Было бы профессионально.
I've crashed on Azure. Get me some damn backup.
Watch out. They're dropping reinforcements. There's Vizier's car. Come on, she can't have gotten far. They've blocked the door.
Switch up.
One down. Yes.
Так, давай я тебе вот это вот сюда я опущу. Так, а ты полетишь в космос. Так, ты тоже полетишь в космос. Космонавт. И такой наглый прям. Лети. Тоже лети. Летчики, космонавт. Чё? Алло.
Come on, we can climb over to get to Vizier's car.
Так, подожди, Лиара, да, я хочу тут вот это вот все делать. Посмотреть. Короче, у меня там нормально, эта трансляция идет, ничего не зависает, а то у меня опять что-то зависает.
What kind of hotel is this?
Azure. It's a luxury resort with an exotic edge. Azure is slang for a part of the Asari body in some areas of Ilium.
Where?
Mainly the lower reaches, near the bottom.
I meant where on the Asari body.
So did I.
Hey, we're unarmed. We didn't see anything.
Vizier got hurt in the crash.
That should slow her down.
She's lost a lot of blood. We have to be getting close.
She's tough. I'll give her that much.
She's a Spectre.
Так, куда идти? Сюда? пойдем. Веселый бой сейчас будет. Ракетницу, наверное, надо было взять, да? Ну ладно.
Vizier, it's over.
Hey you!
Come here. What's your name?
Mariana.
Mariana. You want to live, don't you? Tell those people that you want to live.
Please.
We'll get you out of here safely, Mariana.
Well, that's good to hear. All you had to do was walk away. Now it gets ugly.
Please, I have a son.
A son? I hope he gets to see you again. I've heard losing a parent is just horrific for children. Scars them for life.
I'm going to end you, Vizier.
It's okay, Liara. We'll handle it. The usual way.
You want Mariana's little boy to grow up without a mommy, Shepard? Thermal clips on the ground now. Power cells too.
It's okay, Mariana. You're gonna be all right.
Ah!
We've been spotted.
This should soften them up. Back in a bit. Have fun.
Trouble to the right.
Watch out! That's not my road!
Nice.
Miss me?
Watch your right.
Nothing's faster than fatigue of our cause. shepherd, damn it.
Trouble to the right.
Enemy combat drone.
Так, не понял, а что там, кто там?
I'll finish you myself.
Блядь, блин, почему, блядь? Блядь, прячется.
Taking heavy fire.
Да, блин, да что за... На.
Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Zacat's personal data pad. This has what we need to find the Shadow Broker.
You're dead. The Shadow Broker has been in power for decades. He's stronger than anything you've ever faced.
Is that why you sold out the council to work for him?
You think I betrayed the council? Like Saren? Go to hell. The broker's given me damn good intel over the years. Intel that saved lives and kept the Citadel safe. So if the broker needs a few people to disappear, I'll pay that price without hesitation.
Spectres don't blow up buildings filled with innocent people.
Sure we do. We get our hands dirty so the council doesn't have to. The councilors might complain about our methods to soothe their consciences, but they never look too closely. Besides, you're with Cerberus. You have any idea what your terrorist friends have done?
I know who they are and what they've done. It doesn't matter.
I think it does. You want to judge me? Look in the mirror. Kidnapping kids for biotic death camps. Hell, your own unit on a cruise. And you're with them. Don't you dare judge me. Don't you?
Так это Гарус, купи.
Civilian casualties not a concern.
Vasir's dead.
I'm putting the data through to the Normandy's computers. We can be at the Shadow Broker's base in a few hours. He'll know about Vasir before long. If he decides to kill Farron.
We'll get Farron out of there alive, Liara. I promise.
I know. You're here to help. Just like always.
That's not a good thing?
When we first met on Therum, you saved me from the Geth. You fought a Krogan battlemaster while I cowered. Now you're doing it again. And I'm still leaning on you for help.
That's what friends do, Liara.
I can get us there based on Zacat's data. The Normandy's stealth drive will keep them from detecting us. The Shadow Broker's agents are still shooting their way through Ilium. With luck, they won't notice we've left until it's too late.
That's a little cold. They killed innocent people.
You know what I mean.
Do I? When I hit the ground back at the trade center, you went after Vizier without a backward look.
A little fall wasn't going to kill you. I had to stay on Vizier. I had to stay rational, make the call, like I did with Sakat.
That's Vizier's fault, not yours.
Sakat had no idea what the stakes were. I put him in harm's way to get the data I needed. I got him killed. And I'd do it again. But from here on out, things will be simple. Get in, get Farron, get out. And kill anyone who tries to stop us.
That's it?
That's it.
Will you just stop for a second? We'll be jumping several light years. There's time to talk.
About what?
You haven't been the same since I came back, Liara.
What do you want me to say, Shepard? That I mourned you? That I feel guilty because Farron got captured? I made mistakes. I lost people. I helped get you back. And I want to do the same for Farron. I'll sit and talk once he's safe. Until then, enjoying the scenery is an insult to the man who saved both of us.
Okay, let's go.
Опа-на. Жестко, да, это Гарус. Ты, Гарус, нарисуй ящеру и все. Не будете ящерица. Зачем заводить, когда можно нарисовать?
The oceans boil during the day, then snap freeze 10 minutes after sundown.
The Shadow Broker lives in this?
His ship follows the sunset, completely undetectable in the storm, unless you know where to look.
How do we get inside?
The shuttle bay is locked down. We'll need to land on the ship and hunt for a hatch. But we can't stay outside for long. There's a constant lightning storm where the hot and cold air collide.
Гарус, если как бы еды не будет, можешь пожарить, как бы поесть, в принципе. Да.
It's hard to pinpoint in this lightning, but I'm picking up signals from a communications array near the back of the ship. There's nothing below but maintenance equipment. We have to find an entrance near the back shielding.
Но это уже займемся в другой раз, так что ради всего я вот это вот сделал, чтобы спасти мир. Так что все. Может попозже запущу, может нет. В общем, вот так вот. Всем пока.